Hey everyone, welcome back to Conservify NOW, the podcast where we explore how our everyday choices impact the planet and what we can do about it. I'm your host, ASHOK RATHAOURE, and today's topic is one that hits close to home for all of us, fashion. We've all heard of fast fashion, those trendy, cheap clothes that seem too good to pass up. But have you ever stopped to think about their true cost? Spoiler alert, it's not just your wallet that pays the price. In this episode, we'll uncover the hidden environmental and social costs of fast fashion and dive into some practical ways to dress more sustainably without sacrificing style. Let's get started. So, what exactly is fast fashion? It's the rapid production of inexpensive clothing designed to keep up with ever-changing trends. Sounds great, right? Well, here's the catch. Fast fashion comes at a steep price for both people and the planet. The industry produces over 92 million tons of textile waste annually and accounts for around 10% of global carbon emissions. That's more than international flights and maritime shipping combined. To give you a visual, imagine a garbage truck full of clothes ending up in a landfill every second. That's the reality of fast fashion. These garments are often made with cheap, petroleum-based fabrics like polyester, which don't decompose easily and release harmful greenhouse gases during production. But the environmental impact is just one side of the story. Let's break it down. Here are three major ways fast fashion harms the environment. 1. Water pollution. Textile dyeing is the second largest polluter of clean water globally. Imagine vibrant colors transforming into toxic sludge, contaminating rivers and harming aquatic life. Many rivers near manufacturing hubs are now toxic wastelands, devoid of life and posing serious health risks to communities. 2. Microplastics. Those comfy yoga pants or that stylish fleece jacket, they might be shedding tiny plastic fibers every time they're washed. These microplastics end up in our oceans, where they are ingested by marine life, eventually making their way up the food chain, yes, even to our plates. 3. Waste crisis. Picture this. Mountains of discarded clothes piling up in landfills, leaching harmful chemicals into the soil and groundwater. Most fast fashion items are worn only a handful of times before being thrown away. And because many are made from non-biodegradable materials, they sit in landfills for hundreds of years, polluting the environment and wasting valuable resources. Chapter 3. The human cost of cheap trends. Social impacts of fast fashion. But it's not just the environment paying the price, it's also the people behind the clothes. Fast fashion relies on a system that often exploits vulnerable workers, particularly in developing countries. Many fast fashion garments are produced in countries with weak labor laws, leading to exploitative practices like poverty wages. Imagine working long hours in hazardous conditions, only to earn a pittance that barely covers basic needs. Unsafe working conditions are another grim reality. Factories lack proper ventilation, safety equipment, and fire exits, putting workers at risk of accidents, injuries, and even death. The 2013 Rana Plaza collapse in Bangladesh, which killed over 1,100 garment workers, stands as a tragic reminder of the human cost of fast fashion. And if that wasn't enough, child labor is also prevalent in the industry. Children, some as young as 10, are forced to drop out of school and work long hours under grueling conditions, sacrificing their education and childhoods to fuel our insatiable appetite for cheap clothing. Chapter 4. Style with a Conscience. How to dress more sustainably. The good news? There are ways to enjoy fashion while minimizing its impact. Here are 5 tips for dressing sustainably. First, shop secondhand. Think of it as a treasure hunt. Thrift stores, consignment shops, and online platforms like Poshmark or Depop are treasure troves for unique, affordable finds. You can discover vintage gems, designer pieces at a fraction of the cost, and give pre-loved clothes a new life. Plus, buying used extends the life of existing garments, reducing textile waste. Second, invest in quality over quantity. Instead of chasing fleeting trends, opt for timeless pieces made from durable, natural fibers like organic cotton, linen, or hemp. Yes, they might cost more upfront, but they last longer, feel better on your skin, and reduce waste. Consider it an investment in your wardrobe and the planet. Third, support ethical brands. Vote with your wallet. Look for companies committed to fair trade, sustainable materials, and transparent supply chains. Some favorites include Patagonia, known for its commitment to environmental activism, Eileen Fisher, a champion of ethical production, and People Tree, a pioneer in fair trade fashion. These brands prioritize people and the planet, proving that style and sustainability can go hand in hand. Chapter 5. Beyond our wardrobes, the power of consumer choices. Here's the thing. Change starts with us. Every time we choose to support ethical brands, shop secondhand, or say no to unnecessary purchases, we send a message to the fashion industry that sustainability matters. Our choices have ripple effects. When we demand better from brands, they listen. And don't underestimate the power of advocacy. Share what you've learned with others, start conversations about ethical fashion, and encourage your friends and family to make conscious choices. Demand transparency from brands. Ask questions about their supply chains, labor practices, and environmental commitments. Hold them accountable for their impact. Push for policies that hold corporations accountable. Support legislation that promotes sustainable practices, protects workers' rights, and reduces the fashion industry's environmental footprint. Together, we can create a future where fashion is beautiful, ethical, and sustainable. A fashion revolution that benefits everyone. Fashion doesn't have to come at the expense of the planet or the people who make our clothes. By making mindful choices, we can look good and feel good about our impact. So, here's my challenge to you. Next time you're tempted to splurge on fast fashion, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Could I find it secondhand? Is there a sustainable alternative? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried any of these tips? Or do you have other ideas for dressing sustainably? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Conservify Now. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes on living sustainably. Until next time, stay stylish, stay conscious, and keep conserving. See you soon.